Hey guys, Melissa here. In this video, I'm going to make this figure 8 weave band cabochon ring. So if you want to see how I made this, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright, let's get started. You're going to need some 20 gauge. I'm going to use 26 gauge to weave and just a few tools to help me weave. Here's my little 5mm amethyst. Got this from Maya Crystal. 5mm. Super cute and super purple. I also grabbed myself a 6mm round bead, and this to help me keep the spacing in my weaving. I'm going to need 2 pieces of 20 gauge. I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 8 inches. I'll try to straighten it out as best I can. I use nylon jaw pliers to help me straighten my wire. I want my wires to sit parallel to each other. I'm going to slip my bead onto one of the wires here. I found that making this ring is great practice on doing this figure 8 weave. Great practice for keeping your wire straight and keeping your weave nice and even. Since we're making a ring, I don't want my band too wide, so this bead will make about a 3mm gap between these 2 wires. I'm going to grab my mandrel here. Depending on what size you want to make your ring, you can take some wire, put them around the size on the mandrel, like if a size 7. Maybe I'll make a size 8. Measure out where the size 8 is. And that's 2.5 inches. So now I know I need to weave about 2.5 inches. This is 8 inches of wire minus 2.5 is 5.5. On either side you're gonna have 2 3/4 inches. So I'm gonna start my weave about there. I'm gonna put my clamp. These are in the description down below. It's not an affiliate link. I just really like these. Everybody asks where I get them. And they're from wiredjewelry.com or something. Oh, that's too far apart. Hold on. I know some people use wooden clamps. I have a wooden clamp, but I haven't tried weaving with it yet. There we go. All right. With 3 wraps. 1, 3. I'm going to go down and across and under the upper wire. Go 3 times around. 1. Keep your bead in close proximity. I'm going to go 3 times around. You can space your figure 8 weave out more if you'd like, but I'll show you what 3 times around looks like when this is done. So 1, 2, and 3. Bring it down and under and over the top. 2, 3, down and under and over the top. 1, 2, 3, down and under and over the top. Keeping your wires parallel, keep checking with your bead. Over the top. 2, 3. Keep smushing your weave down. down and up over the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, down and up over the top one. 1, 2, 3, down and up over the bottom one. 1, 2, my goodness, get in between. 3, down and up over the top one. 1, 2, 3, down and up over the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Oh my goodness. Keep smooshing it, keep compacting it, make sure they're nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, and up. Keep checking with your bead. All right, let's see, 1, 2, my goodness, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, and up, smoosh, space check, up and over, 1, 2, 3, and down, space check. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make my 2.5 inches and I'll be back. Oh, okay, I got my 2.5 inches, which I think I did a little bit more. My ring might be a little bit bigger than anticipated, but that's okay. Make sure all my weaving is compacted. I think my wires stayed pretty straight. Spacer did pretty well. I'm going to take it off and take my clamp off and clip my 26 gauge on both ends. Okay, get my weave nice and compact. And to keep my weave in place, since I want my wires to lay right next to each other, I'm going to turn them in, have them cross, and then where they cross here, I'm going to turn them back out again. I think it helps keep the weave in place. Plus I want my wires next to each other. Alright, so let's get this back on the mandrel. I think the sun is messing with my focus. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Let's see what size we get out of this. Looks like it might be a size 9 or 10. So I'm going to pull my wires tight on either direction. I want to leave a little space for my stone to sit. That looks like plenty. My two inner wires, I'm going to start. I'm going to put this down. I want to get a good grip on them. Pull firmly and start twisting while keeping them flat. Have the wires chase each other. You can use a rawhide mallet to help you keep them flattened. Just keep them nice and snug. I'm going to bring them around enough so they meet up with the other wires. They're going to stay on the inside. The outer wires stay on the outside. Turn them so the inner wire is on top. So here comes the tricky part. It's keeping your stone stable as you bring your wires around. Keep them nice and snug against your stone. Make sure there's no gaps. Bring them all the way around and across your band. And that upper wire should come over the top of your stone, since it's a cabochon with tapers, and it should lock in. And that's it. Next we just tie down our wires, straighten things out. So I'm going to feed these through the band. Pulling firmly. And I'm not letting my wires cross either. Since I made my ring so big, I'm running out of wire, so I should have kept that in mind. And if I wanted to make a really big ring, I should have cut myself like 10 inches of wire. Instead of 8, because this little wire here just ran out. Well, hopefully this one's long enough where I can do the same amount of wires on either side. Let's see. Two, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5. Yep, I should have enough. That's good. Just need to bring it around. There we go. these around, tuck them in. This weave makes a nice groove, so you can snug these ends right into that groove and you shouldn't be able to feel them with the ring on. I used every last millimeter of this wire, that's for sure. Meanwhile, our stone is staying in, so that's a good sign. Looks a little crooked, so I'm going to stick this back on the mandrel, and that's where we can make sure everything is straight. Okay, we can gently tap things, look at it from the side, make sure everything stands up straight. Make sure you turn it around as well on the mandrel because it does taper. Just minor adjustments like these. These bindings look thicker than that side. This side looks thicker. So I'm just going to compress it. Okay, that's our ring for today. I'm going to go oxidize this and see how that turns out. Once I'm done, I'll be back. Alright, here it is. I really like how this one turned out. It's all oxidized and buffed, and also I tumbled it for a few hours. I did 3 of them actually. I tumbled them all and the stone stayed in. This one was my first try and I used 28 gauge on the band and I didn't quite like that, so that's why I went up to the 26 gauge, which I think would be much sturdier. But it's personal preference, but for me I like the 26 better. So let me know what you thought. Leave me a comment down below. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.